All right, it happens to the best of us, right? The anxiety that you get from misplacing your wallet, maybe it gets stolen, which is even more alarming, especially if you have like all that financial information in there, like your social security card. But if you have any of those kinds of things, you are at risk of identity theft if you do leave them in your wallet and it does go missing or stolen. So joining us today with our Kim Sense, Kimberly Washington, to kind of share those do's and don'ts on what you should leave at home and what you could keep on your person.
Right. So I thought about this segment because I actually had a friend who actually lost some of her items. Her wallet was actually stolen. And she had some things like social security cards, identification cards for her children right in her wallet. And so she was panicking. So I was thinking about this segment, like what should you keep in your wallet? And of course, what you should not keep. The first thing, of course, when it comes to social security cards and passports, you want to make sure that you don't keep those items in your wallet. You want to take an idea because, of course, these can file fake financial applications, obtain credit, of course, in your name, or even file a tax return on your behalf. So you want to be really careful and keep those items tucked away, somewhere else. The another thing you want to keep in mind is when it comes to large sums of cash. Unlike, of course, a credit card where you can request the issuer to provide a credit for unauthorized use, it may be in many cases, if you lose your cash, of course, it's gone forever. So keep small amounts of cash, of course, on person, and definitely you don't want to keep large sums amount of cash, of course, in your car. Determine what amount is feasible for you, and in any case, determine, of course, if it's lost, the amount that you can actually go without it. Also, when it comes to personal keepsakes or extra set of keys, for pictures that are simply irreplaceable, try not to keep those items, of course, on person and definitely not in your wallet. Also, when it comes to your keys, do your best to avoid keeping an extra key with you because, of course, in the event that you lose your wallet or if it is stolen, thieves could have access to your home or car, so leave the keys at home. And numerous credit cards or debit cards. So lastly, think about those things. What's the best number you want to keep? You want to try at least one or two items as it relates to your credit cards and bank cards, and keep the rest of them, again, at home. Also have an idea which cards are actually in your wallet, so in case that you do lose it, you have the card numbers and a number, of course, that you can call a card company and request that, of course, another card is issued. And finally, you might be thinking, well, what should I keep in my wallet? Maybe one identification card, one or two, of course, credit cards or bank cards, and consider using electronic payments such as Apple Pay or LA Wallet, or consider also, instead of having keys, put some type of source on your home where you actually just use like numbers or whatever the case may be. But you want to think about those things when it comes to keeping items in your wallet because, of course, if you lose that information, all is at risk, and you got to be really careful, especially in this day and time.
And it's also a good time of year, too, as we're embarking on hurricane season. Instead of putting those social security cards in that wallet, putting them in a baggie somewhere that they can stay safe in the event that, God forbid, that anybody does get floodwaters, but those things are safe. But.
Yeah, so you want to just be careful at this time.
All right, Kim, as always, thank you so much for joining us. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, well, you know, all